good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington football team. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now here's a throw that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, Seattle.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
On second down, McCaffrey. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away, but now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. On first down, Chambers escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 46. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here's Joseph Charlton now. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On first and 10. Chambers. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's taken down inside the 30. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. To throw on second down. Chambers slings this deep from McLaurin. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Now on is the punter, Charlton, now as he's able to get this one away. A nice return that time. Gets 12 yards back. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now a run with Akers. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Chambers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Washington first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. On the ground, it's Akers. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Cam Akers, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second and 4. Steps away to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Chambers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So we've reached halftime here at a low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On second down now. Wall. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
To number 82.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They go play action here on first down. This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal.
At the Seahawks 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Cam Akers with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. They're going to try and run. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
To Clyde Edwards.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minute.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
To throw on third down, Chambers. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 15-yard line.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11.
Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
They'll look to throw again. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 38-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second and 14. His throw incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
14.
Out of the gun now on third down. Buying time to his left. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Chase Young, and Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Going right back to Akers. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To throw now on first down. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Pittman, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31, and that will write a finish to this ball game. Let's go.
Today's finals, Washington.
So it's Washington getting the victory here, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for Washington, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.